No doubt this will be a familiar picture to you all. This actually, to be honest, it gives me a bit of a headache in looking at it, and I'm sure that it creates a lot of headaches for you guys actually maintaining the spreadsheet itself for your training matrix. Now, we do have organizations and companies that we work with that have, let's say, managed multiple training matrices within the factory site itself. But by the help of our solution, they have been able to bring these all together and reduce the whole workload and the legwork associated with updating and maintaining the spreadsheet itself. So, you know, our customers have also shared your pain in like some of the issues that you have or that you do currently experience with the maintaining the spreadsheet today. And this is some of the common feedback that we always get from clients, no matter who they are, where, you know, what industry, food industry that they are actually working in. And just to start with, yeah, we very much appreciate the pain and the workload that goes behind the updating of the spreadsheets, the maintaining the spreadsheets. You know, we have people that are managing different spreadsheets. I was chatting to a client quite recently who has come on board over the last couple of weeks. And his task within the company, well, one of the tasks within the company was he had to manage a spreadsheet of 200 procedures for 500 staff. Now, in real terms, what that means is that, yes, he is maintaining and updating 100,000 cells within one spreadsheet. And I don't know about you, but certainly, you know, that would, you know, be something that would take a lot of time in doing that itself. A lot of our customers actually talk to us about, you know, how they don't really have visibility to their compliance levels and how compliant they are against training plans. So with our solution, and we'll show you how we can actually give you the compliance rates and levels for like your managers, your work groups, and indeed the entire factory site itself. Again, another example of some of the issues that our customers had experienced before moving to our solution was that it was very, very difficult to actually get reports from a spreadsheet and even paper-based systems, and the time in bringing this information together was very time-consuming. So again, we will show you through the click of a button how you can produce reports very simply from our system. One of the key areas that our clients, all of our clients actually find quite a relief to when using our system is the reduction in the paperwork that they have to process as part of their particular roles. Now, our systems very much encourage, and the ethos of our system is to very much push out that whole paperless work environment. So we have the ability to store your documentation in that electronically online, and you know, you can get access to the paperwork whenever you want it. So that's been a big headache that you know, has reduced or that our platforms have reduced for our customers. So how we aim to solve these problems for you and the problems with the spreadsheet is by way of our Group Learner compliance platform. Now, this platform is accessed via an online account of which you get access to 2 different management areas. The documentation management area, first of all, where it allows you to control all your documentation, where you can have sign-off and approvals for the documentation itself, or you're able to up-revise document control there. So the example where, you know, the training people are not, or the people are, your staff are not getting trained on the right documentation, then again, you're able to always have the right and the current version of the documentation assigned to the employee's training plan. We also have a training matrix that is built within our system that as the training happens, it's automatically updated in the background. So again, removing that legwork away from updating a spreadsheet. So it really, you know, takes away the need for keeping this information on Excel. Our learning management solution Well, this is where we hold all the information about our learning. So we've got access to all our courses there, CIEH approved courses. And again, this is where the level 3, the level 2s, the manage and HACCPs and that can be accessed. We have 3 delivery mechanisms for our courses, and that's via, as I mentioned, our e-learning, via the platform, and our keypad system through classroom environment, and also our courses can be launched on the modern day tablet. So complementary to our platform, we do have, yes, our tablet apps that I touched on there. And our tablet apps really go some way to removing that whole paperwork itself, so the paperless sign-off. So gone are the days where, okay, you're up and down the factory floor with the documents to sign off by both the managers and the employees to say that they have completed the training. We can actually do this via the tablet app itself. And them records, the signatures are actually held within the system as well, and the employee's training record. We can also give you full access to your training matrix, our training matrix within the platform, where you can get instant visibility to your staff's training matrix. So again, if you need to see if somebody has been trained in a different or in a certain discipline, you're able to view that information directly from the system without having to go to a filing cabinet and dig out the paperwork that might tell you that. Our tablet really goes some way to remote working, to address remote working and to training people remotely as well. A lot of our clients actually work, our customers have staff that work in a farm environment. So what they're able to do through or with the help of the tablet is to download the courses or the documentation that they need to get signed off by the staff. They take them onto the farm, get the staff to complete the documentation, sign it off, and when they get back to the factory floor again or the site, then they can sync the information and the courses are all uploaded and checked off against the employee's training plan. So it really is, you know, again, the ethos of our platform is to really push out and promote the paperless platform, so it's a paperless work environment, and really to have automation happening in the background whereby it removes the need to update and keep training records updated in a spreadsheet. It's at this point that I'm going to hand over to Anne-Marie, who's going to take us through a demonstration of our platform, and she's just going to cover off some of the areas, the key areas that we know are pains within the use of the spreadsheet itself. So if you bear with me a second, I'm just going to put Anne-Marie into the driving seat and hand over the reins to her.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for that, Pauline, and I'd like to welcome you all here, and thanks for joining us on our live webinar today. I've just noted the attendee list, and I've seen that I've spoke to some of you in the past where I know you've done our level 3, level 2 courses, and I'm delighted to see you on here today to see our platform as such. Although I would love to show you all aspects of our platform, I know we're kind of under time pressure. So what I've done is I've picked the top 5 items that, you know, just from a day-to-day basis that I get asked for a lot, and I hope that you're kind of sitting there and you're saying, yes, I would have asked that question as well. So I'm just going to, just in terms of the 5 items, I'm going to take you through the site compliance meter. In terms of kind of, I suppose it's the holding page, it's the heart of our solution, where you can see, you know, immediately at a glance, so what compliance rate am I, where are the gaps, and, you know, what plan of attack can I put in place, you know, to move that meter along in the right direction. I'll also take you through employee training plans, you know, how to update a training plan, work groups, up revisions of documents is big headaches for a lot of our clients, particularly those working off paper-based systems, and then I'll also give you a look then at our manager matrix report. So we just want to jump into the platform here. And you can just see here, so again our platform is accessed from any kind of internet enabled machine, and I will just log in here. So each user then is given their own unique username and password to log in. And if I can remember my password, I have so many, and log in. Okay. I just thought I had a demo account this morning. Okay, and so you can just see here, this is the heart of our solution. So immediately you can see your compliance rate, you know, where is your site at a particular point of time. If you have multiple sites as well, when you log in you would get a consolidated view, so you could see site A is 72, site B is, you know, 50, site C is 30 as such, so that all that information would be collated. So just in terms of one site, so I can see immediately my, you know, my non-conforming managers, which managers, you know, are keeping my site from getting to 100% compliance. Down here then you can actually see the items, the, you know, the training courses, the documents, the SOPs, the work instructions that is keeping my site from getting to 100% compliance. And then you can see the expiry details as well, which a lot of our clients would find very useful. So you can just see as well just the tabs across there. So these are basically your filing cabinets really. Your learning management is all about your learning, and Pauline mentioned we have now 3 delivery mechanisms. We have a keypad delivery, we have e-learning, and now we have tablet delivery as well. And that's all kind of, once you do the training, upload the results, you get, you're moving those cells from red to green, which is our kind of, which is what we were doing with our clients as such. The document management is all about your SOPs, work instructions, and then your directories then is where you would actually build up all of your trainees and managers and as such. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is an employee training plan. So you can just visualize, so I can see you have your list of trainees, and I go into Robin Jones. Okay, show me Robin Jones training plan. If I log in, I can see all his personal details. You can add a photo on there. If you want to give him e-learning access, you would give him, you would add in an email and a password. So I'm going to go now to my training plan for Robin. Okay, and I can immediately see at a glance what Robin's plan is. I can see what's not completed. I can see what has been completed, the date, the grace period is set in there, and that's primarily it's set by the client. Each site has their own ways of working. Some of our clients would set this up for 2 weeks, others would set it up for 28 days, and that's just, if you have a new starter today, how, you know, how much time would you give them before, you know, they have the training complete, and that's what the grace period is as such. So that's the training plan. You can just see it at a glance. I want to know, how do I manage my training plan? You just click on the Manage Training Plan button. Okay, I want to give Robin, he needs now, due to his job role, he now needs to complete a health and safety level 2. If I just click on the arrow, that moves it over to the right hand side. I save update, training plan updated successfully, okay. And I can see now that the CIH Level 2 Health and Safety in the Workplace has been updated to his plan. So at the click of a button, I can immediately update Robin's plan, and that's how easy it is. The third thing that I want to take you through today is the work groups, and again they're tied into the updating the training plan as well. So if I just go to my groups, and you can just see here, so I have a few up here as well. So a lot of our clients, these would primarily be your job roles. Some of our clients would do this via pay scales, pay grades and the likes of that. Again, what we tend to do is we take what you're currently doing, we try to streamline it as much as we possibly can to make that a seamless transition for you. So if I just take the production here at the minute, and I can see that there is 20 employees assigned to production, there is 69 courses assigned to that. So primarily what you do is you create a new work group and you assign the training courses, the documents that are all associated with that job role as such, or work group. So if I go in here, I can immediately see that in this production, just a vast range of, it's an amalgamation of group learner courses, and then all of our site documents. So there's a huge list there as such. So rather than what I did before where I went into the training plan to update just a single item, if you create the work group, which is this one here, which is production, what you do then is you could then go into the training plan, update that training plan with the work group, and then their training plan is automatically updated with all of those items. The same thing as well can be said if that particular trainee moves job roles, and if you make the necessary changes within the record, then their training plan is automatically updated and it's up to date. So when that auditor arrives on site, that you have that most up to date, reliable kind of information on that. So that is all about the work groups and how you can build up that complete training matrix. The next item on my agenda, and it's one that is asked quite a lot, and it is all about the up-revision of your documents, and which is very, very difficult to manage when you're running an Excel document. So you can just see here I've gone into my documents, and I can see this briefing, production cleaning of oil, IPC, has been approved. It's a revision 2.2. If I go to show details of that particular document, you can see the details on that, and just literally I've got an email on this morning to say that my SOP 2.2 has now been up-revised to 2.3. I am the admin user. By the click of a button, I do an up-revision. Are you sure you want to up-revise a document, and the existing revision will be archived? Okay. So I can see it's revision 2.2 and I want to put this to 2.3, and I click Save, and your procedure has been revised successfully. The 2.2 now will be archived, and so if any auditors want to see the archive document, it's there, it's on this one, centralized location. You can pull it off at a glance. So one click, you up-revise the documents. The key thing there as well is with that document, there's been 20 people have been assigned to that document, which means then that if I just go into this one, you can just see the previous revisions, close, the employees. So if I just go into this one in particular, I can then see all of the trainees. So all of these trainees have been sitting on my platform as being compliant. Once I do the up revision of that document, all these trainees then are kind of tagged as red, and an action has to be taken, whether awareness or additional training to get them from red to green. And that's how easy it is. It's one click of a button, you can up revise that document. The last item now on my agenda, and I suppose it's probably one of the most important items, and it's if I go to my learning management, and it's all about the reporting mechanism that we have within our system. And if I go to my learning manager reports, So you can just see here, so we have a full range of different reports that you can pull off at any one time. You know, you can do an individual employee report. You know, particularly if you have a trainee, you know, they may have some downtime, you can pull off that report and see immediately the gaps in their learning. Well, what can I do right now to mark that record from red to green? You can do a group learner courses report, and then you have your different work group report that you can pull off, and then there's a manager report. So if I just click on my manager matrix report, and that brings up all of my managers, and if I go into Lynn Anderson, and I can see that Lynn, there's 2,110 sales that have been that are associated with Lynn based on all of the trainees that fall within her remit. I just click on show report. Most of our clients, I would pull these off, they would require them for their monthly reviews. At a glance, I can immediately see Lynn Anderson, and I can just see all of our trainees, what's been completed, not completed, grace period and expired. And just all of those, it just comes just at the click, again at the click of a button. If I scroll over, then I can immediately see, well, what's been completed, what are the areas of concern here, you know, for Lynn in terms of the trainees that she is managing as such. So again, pulling off just to how fast you can just pull off that report immediately, you know, have that then for your monthly reviews as such. And all of our reports are available. You can export then via Excel. So that's, I suppose, the top five items that I've covered here today. That I've hope has just given you a little flavour in terms of the information that our clients would that we would get asked a lot for. So I'm just going to jump into the questions and answers, and I know Pauline had mentioned that an email had gone out on Tuesday, and we've got a few questions in as well. So I'll just go back to the presentation. And just go down. Questions and answers. So, okay, so the first question I have here, and it's from a delegate, and they have asked that they've advised that their training department and the quality department act independently currently. We're currently looking for a solution that could bring the learning department and the quality together in one location. I think in that scenario, I think the home page that I had shown you with the site compliance meter, you have your learning management, you know, all of your training, be it completed via the group learner keypads and a group scenario, via the e-learning or via the tablet device. I think that it encapsulates all of that, and then the document management as well. So it brings together all, you know, the learning and the quality into one space, and the gaps in the learning then can be identified, and a plan of attack and a roadmap put in place. I have another question on here. They have looked at other systems in the past. Our training matrix is our Bible. Is there an opportunity to operate both the Excel sheet and the new system at the one time? You would actually be amazed at the amount of time I have been asked this, and we do take into effect that some of our clients have, you know, they've used Excel type documents for, you know, 5-10 years, and you know, and just going back like it is their Bible as such. So what I have done with one client in particular who fitted within that remit was that they actually used both. They used the Excel sheet and they also used our platform. But to be honest, after 2-3 weeks, once they then had the confidence in our system, the Excel sheet got left behind. another question, and this question has come in and has been asked a few times in various different ways. And this is the main issue that she's faced with is that there's multiple people responsible for updating the Excel spreadsheet. Auditors arrive on site unannounced. They know that the training for the individual has been completed, but they cannot locate the file. How could our portal help in this scenario? What I'm going to do actually in this one is if I just jump back onto the online platform, and if I just go to, so just take the scenario, so your auditor now has arrived on site, and the auditor wants, show me Lynn Anderson. If I just go into her record, I want to see that Lynn Anderson has, if I go into her training plan, and I can see that Lynn has done a health and safety in the workplace, and I can see that she's also done the food allergen. Okay, so the auditor might say, well, show me the food safety manufacturing level 2. I can see it's been completed on the 7th of the 4th. If I click on view, that should bring up Lynn's record. I can see that Lynn completed her level 2 course. She used KeyPad number 2. She had a score of 100%, and I can see all the questions and answers, and this is the information that the auditors will ask you for. I can then view the certificate if the auditors, I can easily pull that off. And I can immediately see the date of completion and the certificate. So just at the click of a button I have that information at hand. I don't have to go into the filing cabinet or to find that document. It's all there. In terms of the audit as such, I suppose the feedback that we've been given from our clients over the years is that the BRC auditors and the client, they like our platform because it gives them all the information they need in one centralized location, and it just means as well that if they're given the information a lot quicker, then they spend less time on your site, and it's a one-one situation. So I hope that answers that question, and it's the same then for any of the documents as well. So I'm going to take another question there now, and this delegate in particular has one manufacturing site, and they have 10 remote farms throughout the UK. And so he's saying that managing multiple locations is proving difficult, and it relies on many people on our farms and sending our site the information. Does your solution cater for such requirements for trainees on the farms to get access? And the answer to that is yes. Our platform can be accessed from any internet-enabled machine. As Polly mentioned earlier, she had an example of farms as well. The tablet device would be ideal in that scenario because you don't actually need internet connection, to sign off on particular documents as such, and can be easily, if the user is currently using a tablet, you can easily, an Android device or an iPad, you can go and just bring down the app, and you can get that up and running again. I'm actually going to show you a few screenshots as well, but just of our tablet device and what it looks like, just to help you visualize it. I just want to take one last question, and it's around the tablet device as well. So this guy, he has said, half my battle is that I spend so much time on the factory floor that I don't always have the right information at hand. So he's up and down the floor. He was recently at a supplier site and seen tablets that they're using for immediate sign-off. Would we have something around that? Yes, we would, and I'm just going to quickly, to answer that question, I will jump into just the tablet device. So like I mentioned, if you're currently using a tablet, you can easily just bring down our app and you can just see immediately, you can see your training plan, your manager's report and your work groups. So if I click then into, I can see my employee list. So the tablet complements really kind of all the information that has been stored within the dedicated online account. If I click on one of these trainees, so I've clicked into Patrick Atkinson, I can immediately see at a glance his training plan. I can see that there's 2 items that are incomplete. And again, go back to the scenario, if you're a supervisor, you're a manager, a machine is just broken down, I can immediately log into Patrick's record, and so this cleaning instruction card CIC 001, I want to kind of bring down a document on the app. All he needs to do is actually read the document, and it's just an awareness. I can then, the next slide then, you can actually see the employee signature. I can get the manager's signature. I can just click on you can see the green tick, which is marked as complete, and just immediately then I can, that tags that then as kind of complete then once you sync it back up to the dedicated online account. So I'm going to pass you now back over to Pauline, and I hope that gave you a flavour in terms of how we're helping our clients, and thanks again for your time today.
Thank you for that, Anne-Marie. Okay, guys, that's pretty much rounding up on our session today. We hope you found it useful in helping you understand how we can help you to address those issues with the Excel spreadsheets, and really hopefully that we've demonstrated how our customers and why our customers have moved to our platform to resolve them issues as well. So all that's left for me to say is thanks very much for joining us today. We hope you found it useful, and we look forward to welcoming you back on one of our up and coming webinars in the future. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Bye now.